Hey there, my friends. Ever open your fridge and think, everything belongs here? I get it. Keeping food fresh feels like a no-brainer, especially as we get older. But here's a surprise. Some foods actually lose flavor, nutrients, or spoil faster in the fridge. Shocking, right? I'm not here to overwhelm you, just a friend with a warm cup of coffee, ready to share a few tips that'll help you enjoy every bite a little more. Today, let's talk about 9 everyday foods you should never refrigerate. Ready to make your kitchen work smarter for you? Picture this. You've just come back from the store, arms full, and everything goes straight into the fridge. Sound familiar? It's a habit we've all picked up. But some foods thrive better outside those chilly shelves. Let's start with tomatoes. These juicy red gems lose their flavor and texture in the cold. Ever had a mealy, bland tomato? That's why. Keep them on the counter where they can ripen naturally, and you'll enjoy the rich taste they're meant to have. A simple shift, but trust me, it's a total game. Let's move on to potatoes. You might think storing them in the fridge keeps them fresh longer, but cold temps turn their starch into sugar, leaving you with oddly sweet and gritty spuds. Not great for roasting or mashing. Instead, store your potatoes in a cool, dark spot like a pantry. Use a paper bag or an open basket so they can breathe, and they'll stay firm and flavorful. I made this switch myself, and wow, my baked potatoes got their groove back. It's a small win that makes a cozy dinner even better. Next up, onions. These kitchen MVPs bring bold flavor to just about any dish, but the fridge? Not their friend. Cold and moisture can make them soft, sprouty, and even moldy. Plus, they'll make everything else in your fridge smell like them. No thanks. Instead, store onions in a dry, well-ventilated spot. A basket or mesh bag works great. They'll last longer and stay crisp, ready to jazz up your next meal. I've even heard of folks storing them in pantyhose knots. Now that's dedication. Simple, clever, and super effective. So there you have it. Tomatoes, potatoes, and onions. 3 foods that are better off outside the fridge. Isn't it funny how little changes like this can make a big difference? And guess what? We're only getting started. There are more everyday items lurking in your fridge that deserve a new home. Stick with me, because up next I've got more surprising tips that'll help you keep your food tasting better, lasting longer, and making your life just a little easier. Let's keep going. You're gonna love what's next. So my friends, we've already uncovered a few surprises, tomatoes, potatoes, and onions that are way happier outside the fridge. It's kind of freeing, right? Just a few small changes and boom. Better flavor, less waste. Today, we're diving deeper with 3 more everyday foods you might be chilling out of habit. And trust me, once you make these tweaks, your kitchen will feel more like a place of joy and ease. Ready to keep going? Let's talk about garlic, bread, and honey, 3 foods that deserve a little space of their own. Let's start with garlic. Oh, that smell when it's sizzling in a little butter. It's like a warm hug for your senses. But here's the scoop. Storing garlic in the fridge can turn those cloves soft, rubbery, and sprouty way too fast. I used to think the fridge kept it fresh, but more often than not, I'd pull out a bulb that had already gone bad. Now I keep mine in a simple clay pot or a dry basket on the counter. It lasts for months, and every clove is bursting with flavor, just the way it should be. Now let's talk about bread. I used to believe the fridge would keep my fresh loaf from going stale. Turns out, cold air actually dries bread out faster. That chewy, crusty bakery bread, it loses its magic in the fridge. These days I store it on the counter in a bread box or wrapped in a clean cloth. If I'm not going to eat it soon, I slice and freeze it. That way, I can pop out a slice any time. It toasts beautifully and tastes like it's fresh baked. Saves space and makes every bite a treat. And then there's honey. Sweet, golden honey. Whether it's in your tea or drizzled on oatmeal, it's pure comfort. But chilling it in the fridge, big mistake. It thickens, crystallizes, and turns into a sticky rock that's tough to scoop. I learned the hard way. Honey is naturally shelf-stable, so just keep it in a cupboard. If it ever does crystallize, a little warm water bath brings it right back. No stress, no waste, just sweet, smooth goodness when you need it most. Simple and satisfying. So there you go, garlic, bread, and honey. 3 more foods that thrive when they're not chilled. Feels good, doesn't it? Rearranging just a few things can bring back the joy in cooking and make your kitchen flow better. And we're not done yet. There are still a few surprise items left on our list. Stick around because next up, we've got more smart swaps that'll keep your food tasting great and your routine running smooth. You're doing great, and I'm so glad we're on this journey together. So here we are, just you and me, having a little kitchen heart-to-heart. We've already freed tomatoes, potatoes, onions, garlic, bread, and honey, and now I've got 3 more everyday foods that are ready to thrive outside the fridge. These small changes, they bring big joy. First up, bananas. I used to toss them in the fridge thinking I was keeping them fresh. But the cold messes with their ripening, and suddenly they're mushy inside. Now, I let them ripen on the counter, and if they get too spotty, I freeze them for smoothies. Simple, smart, and zero waste. Next up, coffee. Oh, how sacred is that morning cup, right? But keeping coffee in the fridge can ruin the flavor. Cold air pulls out the moisture and makes it absorb odors from other foods. I used to wonder why my brew didn't taste quite right. Now, I store my coffee in an airtight container in the pantry, cool, dark, and dry. The result? That rich aroma and bold flavor every single time. If you need to store extra, the freezer's okay, but skip the fridge. Your taste buds will thank you every morning, trust me on this one. And let's not forget avocados, those creamy green beauties that turn toast into a masterpiece. If you've been refrigerating them before they're ripe, you're not alone, but cold stops them from softening up properly. What I do now is let them ripen on the counter. Once they're just right, I move them to the fridge for a day or two if needed. It's all about timing. Since doing this, my avocado toast has hit a whole new level of perfect. Smooth, flavorful, and just how it should be. So there you have it. Bananas, coffee, and avocados all better off outside the fridge. Imagine your kitchen now. Ripe bananas on the counter, garlic and onions breathing easy, coffee fresh in the pantry, and bread waiting to be toasted. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making life easier, tastier, and more joyful. Try moving just one thing today. You might be surprised by how much better it tastes. Small changes, big difference. I hope you give these little shifts a try, even just 1 or 2 to start. Maybe tomorrow you'll take your tomatoes out of the fridge or store your coffee like a pro. You deserve food that's fresh, flavorful, and full of life, just like you are. And hey, if this chat made you smile, tap that like button, drop a comment, or share your favorite kitchen tip. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe for more simple, feel-good ways to make life and every bite a celebration. Until next time, my friends, keep shining and keep savoring.